Hey, okay, I'm Anthony, and this is my application for the Pearl Arts Diving Residency Program. So let's just jump in there. I am a choreographer, dancer, and teaching artist here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I would say that my friends and colleagues describe my work as fun and energetic. Most people feel like they can connect to it because it's story based. I work with a lot of collaborators, so sometimes I feel like community really supports it. Um, and my aesthetic is rooted in my community's stories, and I'm inspired and I try to create work that is about me and people in my community because I think that's important to put out there in the world, all of our stories. The work that I want to submit for the residency is Recycle, Renew, and Release. And that's a collaboration with Daryl Kinzel, who's a director for Boom Concepts on the artistic side of things. And we found a collaboration in a project that was done for the Three Rivers Art Festival this past season called If I Die, I'm a Legend. And that was a pretty dope um, collaboration. I came in with the element of movement, and I also helped co-direct the piece. And Daryl brought in the visual structures and built tons of installations from everyday materials, from trash that you see. And then we decided to take that idea and sort of run with it. And we started to craft a piece called Recycle, Renew, Release, which essentially is taking one man's trash and turning it into treasure. Um, we want to provide a live audience, interactive experience for the residency and include projection and a scenic design for our media um, component. We want that we want to build a experience that just kind of takes these everyday items through a process using movement and sculpting them to be something meaningful or something that represents one's own identity. Now, that gets a little deep, and we don't expect our audience to be building sculptures or doing anything, but we are kind of figuring out a way to take them on a journey in the space, almost like a tour, and craft a scene that is performative. And that's the work, and we're still in process of hashing out the details and figuring out what makes this work unique and also what type of materials we want to work with and so forth. Um, in the past, I feel like I've collaborated with tons of various different artists that access various different mediums. And I find it most comfortable working with musicians because I feel the music in my body. Uh, but I find it most challenging working with visual artists, and that's because I'm kind of thinking from a different lens in my work as a mover and trying to generate the same type of stimulations from music with visual interpretation in my work. And it's also helped me like working with artists like Daryl Kinzel and Julie Malice at Boom Concepts kind of opened me up to a more um, intentional and abstract form of movement based off of the visual work that they create. And I really appreciate that influence. And it also has me thinking about space a little bit more differently as a visual lens, looking at performance um, like looking at a film and focusing in on what's in the space as a prop or as a decoration or and also how those things in the space are meaningful, and what type of weight they hold. So, I'm really eager to have an opportunity to really develop, these new ideas that I'm having and these current collaborations in the Pearl Arts Diving Residency Program. And finally, if I had unlimited resources, I would share it with the community and help find or add to the already ways that we are building collaboration and relationship with one another and so forth and so on. Specifically, get a space in Pittsburgh to share and open it up to more dance and more movement and more theater and